guys predicted Kelsey and Taylor.
Yes, Jimmy, we are responsible.
We're thanking our servicemen and women, but we really have to thank you for what you've done for all of us.
So we just started talking about it on our podcast saying, Taylor, do this for America. Yeah. He had mentioned on his podcast that he went to the show, wanted to meet her afterwards, didn't get the chance to. Taylor,
yeah,
go!
We were advocating early on, and he was very sweet, and he commented, and he was like, I owe you guys big time. Take the credit. But I just love both of them, and I'm so happy to see them happy.
First up, we have Erin Andrews and Charissa Thompson, who, by the way, have been accredited with the role of playing matchmakers for the lovely Tayvis duo, are pleading their hearts out with Taylor to headline the upcoming Super Bowl, and you'll see why their reasons are totally justified. Secondly, distance makes the heart grow fonder, but not in this case, apparently, because the distance Tayvis is currently faced with is sending panic down their spines. More on this later. Then we have Chris Hanson going off about his honest thoughts on Taylor and Travis, completely unfiltered. Hint, he may feel Taylor is a star too big for Travis. For all this juicy gossip, let's jump right in. Taylor to headline Super Bowl. The buzz is heating up about whether Taylor Swift should headline the Super Bowl in February 2025. On one hand, it feels like a match made in heaven, but as always, there are mixed opinions on whether she's the right fit for the big game. Taylor's high-profile romance with Travis Kelce has definitely brought some fresh faces to the NFL, but does she belong on the Super Bowl stage? Erin Andrews and Charissa Thompson, two big-name sports commentators, are rallying hard for Taylor to be the halftime headliner. On their podcast, Calm Down with Erin and Charissa, they've been vocal about wanting Taylor to perform, especially since her international tour wraps up just in time for the February 9th game. At a recent Fox NFL and college football seminar, Andrews and Thompson had a golden opportunity to pitch their idea directly to NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. Andrews admitted on the podcast, Charissa and I did our best to make a compelling case for why Taylor should absolutely be the halftime show this year. Charissa Thompson is pulling out all the stops to get Taylor Swift on stage for the Super Bowl. She's basically saying, Taylor, we know you're super busy right now, but if you're seeing this, we really, really want you to perform at the Super Bowl. Erin Andrews and Charissa Thompson are big fans of Taylor and her relationship with Travis. They were even the ones who encouraged Taylor to go on a date with him last year, and guess what? The Tonight Show even gave them a nod for playing matchmaker. So here's the deal. The Super Bowl is set to air on Fox Sports from New Orleans in February 2025. If the Chiefs make it back to defend their title, having Taylor as the halftime show would be the cherry on top. If the Chiefs win, it'd be their third straight championship. Talk about a historic event. Now, Taylor has turned down the Super Bowl gig before, but Andrews and Thompson are all in for making this happen. Selfishly, we want Taylor because we love her, but also because it's Fox's Super Bowl, Thompson says. They're still feeling the fallout from last year's drama with the Chads and Dads who didn't want Taylor in the spotlight. Charissa thinks it's a win-win for everyone. It's not just about the Super Bowl. Taylor could bring in a ton of new fans, especially young women and kids who might not have tuned in otherwise. According to an NFL business consultant, Taylor performing could seriously boost the game's revenue. Ads might cost up to $8.5 million each, and her presence could help rake in between $1.3 and $1.5 billion. Even though Taylor doesn't exactly need a Super Bowl halftime gig to prove her star power, Charissa is still rooting hard for it. She's never done it before, and honestly, there's no bigger star out there, Charissa says. She points out, Michael Jackson didn't need to perform at the Super Bowl, but he did. Whitney Houston didn't need to sing the national anthem, but she did.
Thought it was really cool to see people come together. Even Stephen A. Smith saying, you got to get a life if this bothers you. London, we're manifesting London. Taylor putting it out there.
How she's front and center, not because she wants to be, because she wants to support her boyfriend. The security guard's a very interesting thing because they're always going to be around. Weird it would be if you're in this club and you hear your own music. Now won 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 league MVPs. This guy has done it and he continues.
Charissa's got a big vision for Taylor. Taylor, if you're listening, you've pretty much done it all, but wouldn't it be awesome to tick off performing at a Super Bowl halftime show? And imagine if the Chiefs are playing, your boyfriend's team, trying for their third straight win. That would be legendary. Charissa is buzzing about the idea. It'd be a historic event, three-peat for the Chiefs and you headlining the halftime show. Can you even imagine? Erin chimes in with her own take. I'll be watching the Super Bowl with a broken heart if Taylor doesn't perform. She's also rallying the Swifties. You guys have the power, let's make this happen. And when the Swifties for Eternity fan page caught wind of this idea, they went wild. Just picture Taylor kicking off the halftime show with a montage of all the people grumbling about her attending games. The dads, Brads, and Chads won't know what hit them.
That's their own business, So I don't know. I just think it's really cool to be this far into this career, and I never ever take it for granted. But it's just because they're good people, and I want good things to happen to good people.
Kind of asked for it, Back in August, I'll be honest.
Guys, look.
Somebody asked me last night at our little Super Bowl thing. We're going.
Kudos to you. Take some time off. You and I are actually going to go on a little vacay because you're always generous and invite us.
Just signing off on our season. But yeah, Calm Down is not ending. With your words like knives in your hand and a heart that you use against me. You.
Not everyone is on board with the idea of Taylor headlining the Super Bowl, though. Some fans are fiercely protective of her and think it's best if she skips it. Honestly, I'd love to see it, but I'm not sure it's worth it, one Swiftie says. She already gets so much hate. Imagine the boos from all the Chads, Brads, and Dads. Plus, if the Chiefs lose, the backlash would be brutal. She doesn't need that stress. Others are firm. She's turned down the Super Bowl before, and she doesn't need to do it now. Give the girl a break.
You guys predicted Kelsey and Taylor.
Yes, Jimmy, we are responsible.
We're thanking our servicemen and women, but we really have to thank you for what you've done for all of us.
So we just started talking about it on our podcast, saying, Taylor, do this for America. Yeah. He had mentioned on his podcast that he went to the show, wanted to meet her afterwards, didn't get the chance to. Taylor, go!
We were advocating early on, and he was very sweet, and he commented, and he was like, I owe you guys big time. Take the credit. But I just love both of them, and I'm so happy to see them happy.
Distance is sickening. Travis is tearing himself away from Taylor as he dives back into NFL training, and it turns out both are feeling the separation more than they'd like to admit. A source close to the couple spilled that they're both kind of freaking out about being apart. They've become so codependent that the thought of not seeing each other for a few weeks is just too much for them, the insider says. Taylor first showed up to support Travis in September 2023, right as rumors about their relationship were heating up. She joined him and his teammates for some post-game celebrations, and Travis called her pretty ballsy for making an appearance, noting she looked amazing on his New Heights podcast. By October, the couple was seen holding hands at a Saturday Night Live after-party, and it's been a love story ever since. Now with Travis gearing up for the NFL season and Taylor about to kick off the European leg of her Eras tour.
I would say for the biggest thing was getting my body right. Last year was pretty taxing on my body.
Their relationship is facing a new challenge. Taylor's especially anxious because she's got this nagging worry about other women trying to get close to Travis, the source revealed. She trusts him completely, but come on, he's a guy and temptation is always lurking. And she's had her share of bad experiences in the past, the insider adds. Luckily, Travis is feeling the same way. Travis is just as worried about all the guys around Taylor, the source says. He knows he's got a catch and he hates being away from her. Of course, Travis can't skip training camp to follow Taylor, and he only gets a day off here and there. Meanwhile, Taylor's got a packed tour schedule in Europe before she finally gets a break. If their relationship is as strong as they say it is, they should be able to handle a few weeks apart, the insider notes. But both are so wrapped up in each other that Taylor's even talking about flying back to see him whenever she gets a day or two off. Despite the criticism Taylor gets for using her private jet, she'd fly all night just to squeeze in a few hours with him, the source admits. It might seem a bit over the top and wasteful, but she's got the means and the urge to make it happen, no matter the backlash. In the end, she doesn't care about anything but seeing him. Chris Hanson's honest opinion. Taylor and Travis have been everywhere since they went public with their relationship last September, and now Chris Hanson, the former host of The Bachelor, is sharing his thoughts on the high-profile couple. Chris couldn't stop gushing about Travis, the Chiefs tight end. Chris thinks Travis is having a blast with all the attention. He praised Travis for being down to earth, saying he really puts himself out there. He's not hiding from it or acting like he's too cool. He's like, hey, let's shotgun a beer and take a selfie. Chris, who's seen plenty of love stories in his career, was impressed by how Travis handles the spotlight that comes with dating the global superstar. He added, Travis might not be as big a star as Taylor, but he's got a big personality and he's totally embracing all the fame that comes with being her guy. He can handle it. It looks like Chris is all in for their romance, which has been going strong for over a year now. The former ABC reality show host has nothing but praise for the couple. Travis, he's deep into training camp, gearing up for the NFL season and aiming for a three-peat with the Chiefs. The last time he and Taylor were spotted together was in Germany, sharing sweet moments hand in hand. Taylor is currently gearing up for the grand finale of her Eras Tour in August. With the NFL season around the corner, fans can expect Taylor to pop up at more Chiefs games to support her NFL star. The regular season kicks off in September, right after the preseason wraps up. Chiefs' new star? Oh, the things AI can do. Imagine Taylor Swift not just sitting in the stands cheering on her beau Travis, but actually on the field catching passes from Patrick Mahomes. Well, thanks to a wildly viral AI video, that's exactly what's happening in the digital realm. The internet is buzzing with this sensational clip of Swift catching a touchdown pass and running it into the end zone, all with Mahomes' stamp of approval. In this laugh-out-loud video, AI has masterfully swapped Kelsey for Swift, showing her high-stepping into the end zone like a pro. The broadcast audio even shouts her name as she scores, with the announcer screaming, "Taylor's gonna finish it!" This hilarious, yet oddly captivating simulation has racked up over 2 million views on X. While a few grumpy NFL fans grumbled about the pop queen invading their sacred turf, the majority couldn't get enough of this delightful mashup. One popular comment summed it up perfectly: Taylor's got that dog in her. Now for the real tea: when Taylor's coming back to a Chiefs game. Insiders hint that after a long separation, the Tayvis reunion is just around the corner, coinciding perfectly with the NFL season start. Swift's Eras Tour has kept her busy, but she's expected to be back cheering for her number 87 at the season opener against the Baltimore Ravens on September 5th. And word has it, there's some fresh personal decor waiting for her in Kelsey's suite at Arrowhead Stadium. With her presence seemingly bringing good luck to Kansas City last season, fans are already dreaming of more Swift touchdowns, and who knows, maybe the next viral video will be reality. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.